time for another comic to jump in for this thing as well. As for the announcement since October that one step closer to 900 followers as well, and he's going to be reaching about 1,000 followers according to Hyperheims as being followed as well. Even that what actually what it is as well, and probably for the World Mental Health Day was even back in October as well. Well, let's just scroll down even what it was. That must be for happy thoughts like those syrupy and salt. Well, let's just keeping scrolling down, and here it is. This is the Big Dramas TPOT, or the Big Dramas Teapot Camp Comic Studio. So let's just jump in, or going to be for the PT Recolorverse Comic Studio, which is absolutely for another things with actually this is actually for the literally club as well. We already reviewed or just actually checking it out as well. Let's check it out, the Big Dramas Teapot Cam first. And let's just get on the way from starting off with the characters as well. That since of this last video isn't pretty for such as one existence as well. But as you can see this, the Big Dramas Teapot Camp is owned by Big Dramas Teapot Camp as well, the Teapot Camp. Credits to Jack Jeffany or Jack Jellify for making Battle for Dream Islands of those characters as well for many more. And credits to all of the admins who do the hard work that credits to the Battle for Dream Islands for the wikis and sprites. So, but all of those things that we just got even like this. So, nothing all of those things. It comes to the original as well from the Battle for Dream Island. And it's owned by Jack and Jellify from those things as well. We're completely showing off some spoilers as well, as we didn't seem that for pretty right as well. So I got no of those things as well. So we got absolutely for some sort of screams, like even what it was. So I'm not gonna be doing this for probably some sort of a loud sound as well. So we're probably going to be starting with some characters, and there were pretty a lot of them as well, similar to the original itself, but we just gladly showing around here as well. And we don't almost forgot, we just absolutely censored even that a few moments ago as well. So the assets like those things was absolutely probably like of those stuff as well. So even it's absolutely there must be a remote, or this is absolutely for a custom made of perhaps one of those things. If you should be absolutely going to be at age of 18 or age of 13, let's see around of the props. There is nothing around of those assets around of those things, except for skateboards. And the icons is probably one of their characters. But hopefully that will be load a little bit slow. And for some cake and stackins. For some probably going to be for one thing as well. So it's not going to be on top of the cake around of those things. And yes, there must be for another one is the effects. Should be names or nothing as well. Nothing available for like those things. And we got for some sort of text sample as well. And finally the backgrounds that we just eventually got, and we have multiple of those things, so I might be able to start a little bit pretty early. So we got for a little bit less of high quality of those things as well. So starting around with the beach and all over to some sort of for the hotel roof as well, inside of those things as well. This is actually for some sort of a motel as well. And we got the lake as well. We got one image. Dreamer Island. Oh, that must be for one over thing as well. The one's room. And there must be nothing around for some of those assets. Band and land. The jungle, the deserts, tundra, and Yoyland, like we pretty possible as well for some sort of a student like those things as well. So I won't be able to get a little bit of one of those things. We might gotta be added for some Hot Wheels cars all over here, and for some sort of like those things we got for some sort of an image as well, and more of those things. Especially that must be another one as well. And I cannot believe it. We're gonna be using for submitted sprites, and its backgrounds wasn't gonna be pretty even it's possible as well. So it won't be gonna be up here for a little bit for this tomorrow. So as we go into be seeing, there must be vote icons as well, voting icons as well, thumbnails that we got absolutely for some sort of memes as well. So not even possible that we got. But unfortunately, it stops loading like we never before, including some of the characters or not. I'm probably sure that was absolutely still going to be for about to build this out. And am I going to be continue to add anything before this? So we're going to be using for submitted sprites, and I might going to be taking for a little bit of while. After a few minutes of trying to making things for some kind of a little bit crazy as well, because we definitely still adding for some cookie run characters, but pretty still isn't going to be for taking a little bit for much more than 30 minutes as well. So the results was even for like this that we added for some kind of winter and calm down cabin, and especially as the grape farms as well that we just probably some sort of a grape fields or on like Unreal for do this as well. So the first thing, there was a gangster in school, especially there must be Licorice Cookie as well, a bunch of car meets as the Mustang GT350R, the Stratman 911 GT3 RS, that we featuring for the R32 Skyline, the Audi Quattro, and finally for some sort of the BMW M2 for outside of the school or some sort of a park, or like this as well from some sort of this way as well. And because this is where that I just completely added for some sort of car meets around of those things. Next, we got Walnut Cookie, Peppermint Cookie, Lime Cookie, and Milky Way are probably playing on the beach as well. And especially on the winter, Red Bean Cookie with its penguins have just absolutely started to get a little bit of having fun a little bit together as well. So even that you know what it is, it's absolutely starting to pull all the way for this thing as well. So I might gotta be added for a little bit more, and as possible isn't going to be just try to do it as well. So we got a bunch of them. That's pretty a lot to say as well. We got Rose Cookie in Calm Down Cabin, or the Calm Down Canaba as well. So it's absolutely for some sort of says cabana. And because we just completely added Omega Nuggets on stage at the farm fields, like the grape fields, for something as well. We got a Carrot Cookie, doesn't going to be for working around here because they're being forced by Blackberry Cookie and Blueberry Pie Cookie. So that is all that we probably absolutely try to say for around itself as well, which includes around for the Kingdom characters and Oven Break characters. Looks like that was except like those things as well. We got one Oven Break character, including from those things as well. So that will be the end of this video. That the last video that we just added Agent G-Jang Cookie that we just possibly added from the previous video as well. So if you're just gonna be try to search a little bit for this one, make sure it's gonna be the link is in description below, and the main website is recommended for all of this thing as well, from the all ages as well, except for this comic studio that requires to be at the age of 13 to view this thing as well, or to view this site as we possibly we know it as well. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you Mini Lands and Comic Studio users all later, because I'm starting to get a little bit speechless, I guess.